Join the party as we celebrate the ultimate super boomer bosses on today's Super Boomer Lifestyle Show. This show is dedicated to super boomers that are not defined by their age. They dream big and are always in forward motion. Hello, everyone. Caren Glasser here. I am, as always, so excited about this show. We are going to have a killer show because we got so much stuff going on. We have people copying in. We've got swag. We've got free gifts. More about that later on. But keep that. You want to stick around, okay? Stick around because you can't win if you don't stay, okay? Now, if you are live, we're thrilled you're live. Make sure you comment down below because we have a habit of putting your comments up in the post. So put your comments in there. If you're here on replay, we are thrilled that you're here on replay. Make sure to comment and say you're here on replay because we will make sure to come back and respond to your comments. And finally, we would be so thrilled if you would share this show. So we're going to wait for about 5 seconds while you do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. You guys are great. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pop everyone into the show right now. All right. So I am thrilled. I have 2 special guests right now that are going to join us right this minute. I've got in the lower left-hand corner, we've got Joey Garrity. She is the co-founder of the Super Boomer Lifestyle Store, and she is our very own, and for so many other people, an amazing brand director.
Hi, Caren.
Hi, Joey. How you doing?
Good.
And I've got Kathy Stover right above you. And Kathy Stover is one of the most amazing social media strategists. She's my go-to person. She's amazing. This woman knows everything. She knows about funnels. I'm not even going to go into that. She knows about internet marketing. She knows about everything. And more importantly, she is the third to this trio of what we're about to launch today.
But I don't do toilets. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
No toilets.
You know what? Forget it. You're out. All right, guys. So I'm going to start the show by, as I always do, and talk a little bit about Super Boomer. You know, we talk about this is the Super Boomer Lifestyle Show. And so when I say Super Boomer, to me, what Super Boomer means is that we have a special something, right? We have a special something that everyone recognizes. I bet right now that if you were to go and post down below in the comments, what makes you special? What makes you a Super Boomer? We would say, that's me. That's me. So we're going to jump into the show. And before we even start talking about all this, Joey, what is your superpower? Do you have a superpower that everybody recognizes you for?
I would say that I'm the ultimate cheerleader. I love cheerleading other people. I love cheerleading individuals, community, spotlighting people.
And you do such a great job at that. That's actually how we met. And Kathy, before we jump over to Joey and have a whole conversation, what is your superpower? What do you think people know to look for you about?
I think my sense of humor.
Yeah, you are funny.
Yes, I think my sense, I love to hear people laugh.
Yes, yeah. You are. So, guys, put in the comments down below, what is a super boomer? What makes you a super boomer? What is your superpower? So today we're talking about collaboration. We're talking about what happens when 3 amazing people get together and launch something. Joey, you and I have been friends for many, many years at this point, but it didn't start that we were like close friends. We didn't just meet and one day say, oh, we're going to be best friends. We didn't do that, but we gradually started to work together. Let's talk a little bit about the Women's Conference.
Sure. Yeah. So we were at the Long Beach Women's Conference a couple years ago, and Caren had been really encouraging me to do live shows. I was reluctant, like most people out there. And she said, well, why don't we start doing them now? I'm like, okay. So we started doing, and that really launched me into the live show and having my own live show. So thank you very much, Caren Glasser. And we sat down over a glass of wine. Maybe two. We sat down over a glass of wine, and we were talking about what a dream of ours would be. And we both literally had very like-minded dream around, creating a place where people like ourselves could go to, and we would have inspirational products and books and health and things that we're really passionate about. Right. That was 2 years ago.
I know.
2 years. I can't believe it's been 2 years.
I can't either. And, what's really amazing about all of this is that we still like each other.
I know.
That's always a good thing.
And so we ended up doing a lot of work together, and we continue to do a lot of work together. I have an image up here. We went to the Con Man movie premiere with Bruce Koch, right? And here we are on the red carpet. How cool was that?
Yeah, again, Karen's also loves to spotlight others, very supportive about community out there. So we, wherever we can go for community, we're going to go. And we did a lot of different social media down there on that red carpet, and also on Robin's red carpet. We went down to LA as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. And of course we had to go drink wine.
Right. And we went to,
Love this picture.
We went to Temecula and we drank wine. We sat and we drank wine and we talked and we had a lot of fun. And I'm throwing some images up here because we like to spotlight people, right? We like to spotlight people. And so one of the things is, how do you describe a super boomer? We've got Joey, who is my amazing co-founder. I just adore her, and myself as well. So we collaborated, and then
a dream, but just a dream. That's different. We didn't make a calendar plan. We just literally said it out loud. And we are both such believers in being in forward motion. Caren then comes to me and says, "Hey, listen, my friend Kathy." I'm like, "Yeah, she's brilliant. She's a genius at what she does." She goes, "Why don't we bring her on as a collaborator, and she can help us to bring this into fruition?" And so it happened. So we're launching today.
It totally happened. And so Kathy is here. So what's really amazing about what we're doing, and I do find this amazing, is that we don't compete with each other. We all bring different things to the table. And even if there was another amazing, brand director, we could still all work together, because this is about collaboration. We don't say it's only us. We live in the blue ocean of abundancy, right?
Yes.
We don't worry. We do not worry. So Kathy, as I said, is an amazing social media strategist. I met Kathy years and years ago at an event. I think it was at an event with Maurice Domino, and we were doing a group together, and she was doing live video, and I was talking about live video, and we just bonded big time. And fast forward several years, Kathy and I had the opportunity, oh my God, to go on Bravo TV's Below Deck Mediterranean. Kathy, let's talk about that. That was pretty amazing. I just
the first season. Now they're into, I think it's 4th season this year.
Oh yeah.
But what was really cool was the fact that we were able to take what we do for a living, the digital aspect of it, and it floated right along with us on that yacht. So it was perfect.
And you and I we went with a purpose in mind, even though, you can go and just have a great time and go, on the water, whatever those boats were. And I didn't go, guys. I'm a chicken.
I did. I went on the jet ski.
I know Kathy did. Totally went on. But we went on there with a mission, and that was to be able to leverage everything that we did on the ship. So both Kathy and I were feverishly doing the entire time that we were there, taking pictures and taking videos, so that when we left, we could share it once the show went live. And in fact, that's kind of what we did. And now here we are. Kathy's now part of this. Kathy is a store, I don't want to say a store specialist. How do we say that? Kathy knows how to put.
I would say it's just part of my repertoire, I guess. I've been selling things for years and working with eBay and Amazon. And so when Shopify became, a thing, I just started kind of playing in that area as well.
And so Joey and I, we started talking, and I introduced Joey to you, Kathy, to say, you know what, the three of us need to get together and do this. And the rest is history, right?
What an amazing collaboration.
Yeah.
So, it's just perfect. The synergy, the way that you two work together and coming into that fold has just been amazing for me. Amazing.
Well,
you girls talk about brilliant. The two of you are brilliant in your ideas, and the way that you cement things together and lay everything out is perfect. Makes it easy for me.
Joey, as our brand director, she has a vision, and we just do what Joey tells us to do, because guys, Joey comes from Hollywood. Joey comes from the Hollywood world. Joey has worked with many big company's business.
I only laugh because all my clients that are watching this are like nodding.
Yeah, they're probably,
So guys, we got a comment. So Mary Jo said,
Mary. Hi,
Mary Jo says, hey gals, and so I want to say hi. And Roy Taylor wants to know if this is a call-in show. It's not a call-in show, but Roy, if you have a question, feel free to put the question in the comments, and we will put it up there, and we will attempt to answer the questions. We will attempt to answer the questions.
You know, Caren, I just wanted to pop in here for a second because Kathy brought something up a couple weeks ago that I thought was brilliant. And she talked about, with the both of us as well, she talked about how people that have dreams, they want them to come fruition like overnight. People want instant fame, instant this, instant that. And we, all three of us, are seasoned enough. We've been, around the block or in the rodeo a long time.
Is that another way of saying we've gotten old?
And we're proud of it, right? We're proud.
That's right. That's right.
And we love being super boomers. And I think that's part of what's been so exciting about this is that it's been 2 years, but we all knew that's what it takes to bring out real quality that you can stand behind that and work out all the bumps. And I was telling Kat Williford, who's going to be on pretty soon here, that we failed like a lot of times,
a gazillion,
and you know what?
And that's okay, right?
It's the only way to do anything. Right. You have to keep. Like I was like, God, I'm so glad we failed so early. I'm like,
right, that's true.
I go, we learned so much, and I'm like, and as we were failing, Kathy kept kind of walking in and saying, guys, it's okay. Like, and we're like, okay, well, it's just learning curves. That's all this is just one big learning curve.
It really is. It's a big
learning
curve. And I guess we've learned pretty good. We're still making mistakes. A good friend of mine, Andrea Walsh, she wrote the book, Go for No. And it's all about going for no, failing your way to success, because the more no's you get, the more yeses you're also going to get. So that's a great book as an aside. I didn't put it into the images, but I will make sure to put a link down there because we carry it in.
It's a good one.
Well, and the other thing is when you talk about failing as well, technology changes so much, as we all know, that it's like if you had to jump through 3 hoops to get something done 5 months ago, now you can do it in 1, right? Because technology keeps evolving. So even through that failing process, waiting and taking those steps, sometimes everything catches up to what we're doing. So
the reality is I fail every single day, even doing video, because the technology is changing every single day. And the platform that we're using today is getting ready to change. And all I can say is, oh my God, I have to learn something new.
Not again.
Not again. But we will learn something new. So, Kathy, I'm going to drop you down into the lobby because we're bringing up our next guest, and then we'll bring you back up in a little bit. See ya. All right. Our next guest is Miss Kat Williford. She is awesome. She's a pioneer in the coaching profession, and she's one of the first certified coaches in the United States. Imagine that. And she's my coach too. And she believes in the power of saying yes. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring Kat into the show. How you doing, Kat?
Hey, so great to see you all. Thank you for having me here. This is exciting.
So excited to have you on. You're a super boomer. I mean, you are. What's your superpower? What is your superpower?
Oh, I think my superpower, I'm going to relate it to what you all just talked about around failure. I don't see failure as failure. Like I've overcome that notion in my life by, life handing me something big. But I think we can turn that sense of failure into a sense of possibility and a sense of learning about ourselves, the situation. So I think that's my superpower, that I overcome whatever might sound like a failure or a oops.
I know.
Or as my cousin used to call it, she couldn't say mistake, so she called it a mistake. So sometimes we just make a mistake.
I love it. That's like biscotti, right?
Biscotti, that's right.
So, I'm going to ask you in a few seconds what a tip you'd like to share with everyone, but I'd like to give you a shout out. You have these amazing inner game cards. Let's talk a little bit about it. I put them up on the screen. I'm going to solo them just for a minute. Let's talk about this because it's a free gift that you're giving away, and we'll have a link in the comments so that you can actually go pick it up.
Terrific. I developed these as a way for in between sessions with my clients for them to keep their authenticity front of mind, that developing their ability to focus on what they wanted, what they were choosing, consciousness raising, thoughts around authenticity. And, I think I start my day with them every day, and it focuses me. So these are affirmations that support us to touch inside ourselves in an ongoing fashion, to in between, like whether you're doing workshops or you're working with a coach or, whatever it is you're doing inner game wise, these enhance whatever you're already doing.
And they're great. And she's giving them away for free, guys. So please don't even think about it. Go ahead and opt in.
I have them. My whole family has them. I pull them all the time. Yesterday, Kat even pulled on her live show. She pulled cards. It was awesome.
I can pull one right now if you want.
Yeah, do it. It's so cool. I love them.
So before we jump into your tip, Kat, I just want to make sure that if people are joining us now on the show and you're wondering what's going on, we are celebrating the ultimate super boomer bosses. So that's what we're doing here. Okay, let's jump back in. So Kat, let's talk a little bit about a tip that you can share with our super boomers that would be helpful right now.
Yeah, there's so much that y'all have already said that's so great. Reach into collaboration, find those people that you can collaborate with. But really what I want to focus on with that is focus on your strengths, y'all. Mm-hmm. Our world is so about comparison, and it's so easy to get trapped into that comparison game. And I think for super boomers, we have lived life, as you said, we've earned some of our gray hairs here. And so exactly, right. So it's owning where you are today and keeping in mind where you want to continue to grow into. And I don't, yes, have that dream, have a focus out there and find people that can support you, get supported. It is so something we do in our 20s and 30s when we think we've got to do it all ourselves. I mean, talk about a big fat snore at this point in my life on that. Collaborate, find people that you enjoy, for God's sake. And, just don't do things you don't enjoy anymore, right? Get rid of that stuff. Find other people that love that. Like, technology ain't my jam. So I've got a lot of people on my team where that is their jam, so I'm learning to adapt and love it. But, find people to play with that you love and support you, and have fun doing this thing. Because if you're a super boomer and you have made it this far in life, we have earned a right to some fun.
Oh my God.
Don't do it.
Amen.
I say yay.
And Berta just said, focus on yourself, for God's sake. Guys, focus on yourself every so often.
That's right.
That's a great comment. Thank you. So,
and Kat, can I dovetail with this?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That brings you authenticity. Find what's fun for you, and you're going to find even more about your authenticity. Mm-hmm. And by putting yourself out there, it will be vulnerable.
It is very vulnerable.
Let's talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about vulnerability, because I know personally that when I did this thing, and at first I was like, okay, no big deal. I'm going to let my silver hair grow out right on camera. Really? What was I thinking? And then, fast forward about 6 months and I go to Las Vegas. Guys, I've told this story, and I go there and I'm thinking, I don't fit here anymore. And I did a whole show on it, and I got vulnerable. I literally said, I feel invisible. I feel like this, and this is not okay. And I got really vulnerable. And I remember, Joey, you sent me a text in the messages on Facebook, and she said, did you see the response the minute you decided that it was okay to be vulnerable? So what is it about that? What do you guys think it's about?
I remember that moment, that launched the brand.
It did.
I mean, because of what your willingness to share, it launched the brand, and it catapulted the super boomer lifestyle store. That is why we're here today. So what does vulnerability do? It creates something bigger than yourself, and opportunities that are almost that you couldn't imagine for yourself. Right. That's what I think. That's what I think vulnerability does.
And it reveals your authenticity, who you really are. And once people can see that and feel that, and it's even more than seeing it. Right. Because there are people out there who are posturing
Right.
Like if I see one more guy on stage selling some crap ass product, crying and showing the picture of his kids, I might vomit in my shoes. Seriously, give me real emotion or don't even bother.
Oh my God.
People
I love you.
feel
So, I'm actually going to
You're
bring
awesome.
Kathy in right now. Kathy, you're coming in because Kathy, we've had this conversation over and over. It's a ticket fest, right? People buy tickets to a show, to an event, they go, and then people stand up there and they call it, they sweep you to the back of the room. After you bought your ticket, now you can buy all the crap that they have back there. How do you feel about that, Kathy?
Oh, you know how I feel about that. Is this, are there any children on watching?
No.
But seriously,
Yeah.
times have changed, and you know, to show the big house, the fancy car, the
Ferrari.
I'm not saying this, you know, I'm not saying this to you to brag, but you know, I'm just saying that you can be where I'm at.
Yeah.
Well, and they don't really want to be where they're at because they're probably broke.
They probably are. They can't wait for people to pull their credit cards out so they can make their mortgage payment. Right?
Well, and here's the other. Sorry, go ahead.
No, there is a gentleman online right now that is paying a lot of money for ads, and he doesn't tell you what he does. He just shows that he's with a wife that's half his age. And literally, he has a picture of her in his trunk of his Ferrari, like sitting in it.
Like
and
well, maybe it's a Photoshop.
They're making me crazy. So I had to comment. I was nice, but I had
to get her out of the trunk.
Get her out of the trunk.
And Kat,
I know that you wanted to say something. What were you going to add?
It's we're responding like we're responding because they are being inauthentic.
Yes.
Right.
If they were up there saying, you know what, to put this gig on and to do all the promotion and advertising I had to do, honestly, I'm showing you this, but this isn't how I feel because I'm leveraged to the hilt right now.
Right.
And I'm scared. I'm really scared. Like then I'd be like, oh,
okay.
Yeah,
they're real.
You're going to be friends with them.
Well, and so when you did that, Caren, and I so remember that show, I was like, I was crying at one point because it was so beautifully vulnerable, especially with the invisibility thing. And that's so what I work with women who are in middle aged or we are super boomers, that we can feel invisible.
Yeah.
And the more we lean into our truth and letting people in, it's like taking away the Oz curtain and letting people see the real us.
Right. And I think that's all we want. And I think that's what the super boomer movement is all about, is that we're not being dictated to that you're supposed to do something or you're supposed to retire, number one, and then you're not supposed to do it. Well, I don't even know what that is. I call it my next. I have no idea what I'm going to do next. And you guys all know that I've moved into a new position. I'm now the president of a new company where so I keep doing it and I never think to myself, oh, I must be too old. What I do think to myself is, do I have the bandwidth? Do I have the ability? Can I do something like that? And then I just jump in. And I know all of us are the same way. Kathy, you just moved to Alabama. How crazy is that?
Right.
Well, I don't mean moving to Alabama is crazy. I had nothing to do with Alabama. Well,
Alabama is fabulous. It's where I'm at in this area, fabulous. Yeah.
Great. But you moved. You got you got in your motorhome and you and your husband drove across country and you're in a new home and a new place and you are just stepping into your power over there. And Kat, you just recently moved. You moved into a new place and your mom moved from Texas. So I mean, we all have stuff going on. Joey, you had a big move as well. You have a big move as well. And we all are stepping into our power, and that is why this movement is so important. And we're not the only people out there that are champion this pro-age movement. In fact, there are people out there that won't even use the word age because they think that it is actually a negative word, that we are actually evolving and that we are experiencing and we are living. It has nothing to do with age. It really
we are not like our grandmothers were.
No, we're not. We're not. And my mother. Yeah, and my My mother's 84 years old, guys. She still works full time. She has white hair. Actually, her hair is white. It's why I started coloring my hair, because I didn't want to look like that. I wish I didn't think that when I was 30. And I think we can't wish, woulda, coulda, shoulda. It's past. We can't change what's past. I wish I had done this earlier. Is there anything you guys would have wished that you should have done earlier, that somehow your mindset said, I can't do this, I'm too old, I'm too this, I'm too that? Kathy, was there something that you...
Well, first of all, I don't have any silver hair at all. I have sparklers. So when mine starts sparkling, blonde highlights take to sparklers really good. So I'm not afflicted with that. I'm trying to think. I don't, I've always kind of lived on the edge a little bit and have always been willing to step out and try things and do things.
And you do it.
By the way, quick shout out to my mom. Talking about moms, my mom is 88 today. Today's her birthday.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, so we're taking her out to eat here in a little bit. Yeah.
Sweet.
And she has white hair.
She does.
She has white
Happy
hair.
birthday. Caren, I want to share something. When I turned 50, which was not this year, but last year, I did have a very difficult time with that. I was sitting, like, I rented a home, like a little mansion down in San Diego. And I was like sitting on the rooftop before my party started. And I remember that I had to have a sit down with myself. And I was like, you have to kick the digits to the curb. Okay. Let's celebrate how many times you reinvented yourself. Let's celebrate you. Let's move on. But it took me a minute to step into all that. And I feel like I know there's other people out there that are going through that moment. But what it really was is that I was mourning some decisions that I wouldn't be able to revert, one that I'm very adamant about. And even if I had an opportunity, but I chose not to have children. And I chose very young not to have kids. But at that moment, I knew that no matter, the choice was off the table moving forward.
Oh, interesting.
It wasn't my choice anymore. Physically, it was over. You know what I'm saying? And I think, and once I came to terms with that, I was able to embrace 50, and I've felt really, really great about it ever since.
Oh, I love that. That's a great story. Empowered. Kat.
Yeah.
Anything?
Mine's actually kind of similar to Joey, except I didn't choose early in life to not have kids. It became a circumstance of my life. And that is one of the things I really wish I had owned my desire really fully a lot earlier, because it took me a while. And that's actually what my whole book is. The Ovarian Chronicles, that'll be coming out later this year, is really about, for us women who we're madly, deeply in love with the person we're with, and it just doesn't work out, doesn't happen. And then what, when you realize, you wake up at 42 and you go, holy crap, it's now or never. I wish I had done that at 32. So that's
awesome. That's awesome. Kat, I'm going to drop you down into the room, because we're getting ready to launch the store, and we'll bring you back up in a little bit. Okay? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this back in. And we're getting ready to launch the superboomerlifestyle.com. This is so exciting, guys. We are so excited.
Yay. Again, 2 years from dream to fruition. So we just want everyone to know that, you know what, go after your dreams.
Didn't happen in 5 minutes.
Just
exactly.
Keep going.
It's a work in progress, because as we know, it's technology.
Yes.
You know, we've had a lot of different, we put a lot of different things into the store. We have some amazing super boomers. I just showed you a picture of Hal Elrod. He is, he's an amazing author. He is the author of the entire huge book series, the Miracle Morning. It's in, like, I think 54 languages around the world. Pretty amazing guy, and his book is sitting in the store. I mean, so I encourage you to go check it out. But I want to start talking about summer, because summer's here, right?
Yeah.
And let's talk a little bit about summer and why you want to go check out the superboomerlifestyle.com, because we have curated a bunch of amazing products that we know as super boomers we are using ourselves. Joey, tell us a little bit about these amazing tennis shoes. I'm actually going to put it on the full screen.
Well, they're my favorite brand, the Calvin Klein. So I buy majority of my shoes are Calvin Klein. I love him and the brand themselves. But I also want people to know too that every single piece that we've chosen to go into the store, it's been a passion piece for us. And each piece builds off the next piece, the next piece. If they go into the beauty section or the health section or the food section, you'll see that we have curated and we pulled the pieces so that we make it simple. So they make it simple, and that this is a reflection of us and the tribe and the community of super boomers out there that have that this is a reflection of our lifestyle.
Absolutely.
And our lifestyle is not about money. It's not about how much you're spending.
Right.
It's about, but for us, the super boomer lifestyle, it's about quality.
Absolutely.
Well, and that's it. And you girls picked everything so carefully. And the cool thing about it is you're going to continue to put new things and be on trend as time goes on too. So it's going to change continually.
So I put up on the screen, this is actually one of my favorite books that Joey did not know this is one of my favorite books. I have actually been reading this book. It's the Simple Living Guide. It's actually a pretty big book, and it takes all aspects of your life and walks you through how you can simplify it. I've been reading this book every single year. I read it every single year for the past 10 years. And when I saw Joey pick this book to display and to highlight, it was like, wow, this is cool, because obviously it resonates with you guys. I encourage you to go check this book out. It is really, really an awesome book, and I think it will also change your life.
It's a game changer. It's an absolute game changer.
We got Ross on. Hey, Ross.
Hi, Ross. How are you?
How you doing? Ross is an amazing live streamer, guys. You should go check him out. He's amazing. And lastly, in this section here, we've been talking about wine. So
this is part of our lifestyle.
And because one glass is never enough, this is a 12-piece.
Well, that way you can just, and changing them out.
And for us, again, for us super boomers, the STEM glasses are great. Okay, if you have them, great. But we all know that non-STEM is where it's at right now. And what I love, again, about us kicking the digits to the curb is that we're always trending. It doesn't matter what age you are. You want to be trending and what's cool and hip out there, right? Absolutely. And no STEM is just absolutely where it's at. And you don't have to worry about them breaking, right? Especially if you're poolside.
And they're on sale.
And they're on sale right now. So I have actually, you guys right now should be able to see the store. I brought the store up right on the screen, and at the top you see it has our menus at the top, all the different categories that we carry product in. It is your one-stop shop for the brands that we know you will love. You can click on any one of these boxes that will take you in, and these are the images that we were just sharing with you right now. And I'm giving you a peek, but we're going to come back to it because I don't want you to look at this. So don't look at this right now. Okay.
But I do want to say also too that all of us are very passionate about our health. Can we all just say that? I mean, do we know any super boomer that's not passionate? And so we have things like I'm really into tennis right now again. Back into tennis. So we have tennis, yoga, golf, but things that are keeping us active out there, and even the vitamins that I take. We put the vitamin, like the whole line of vitamins that I'm taking right now, et cetera. We put those in there too, because I just feel like we all need to take a breath, and we are also driven, but yet we are very passionate and driven about our health as well. So
I'm laughing, Joey, because not only are you passionate about tennis, we're also passionate about wine. And I just realized you put.
Now I don't know if they have wine dispensing handles on tennis rackets. They do on golf clubs.
Oh my
I
God.
had to put that glassware in there because I was just like, that will be my next purchase.
I'm actually laughing. That is hysterical. That is absolutely hysterical. I did not know that that was in the store. So I think that if you like tennis and you like wine, then hey, we got the product for you right now.
Right.
So I'm going to bring products back up here as we start to scroll. And again, if you're joining us right now, we're launching the Super Boomer Lifestyle. And you can check it out by going to the Super Boomer Lifestyle right there. I'm going to actually get rid of this.
We're also very, very passionate about entertainment. So we have a whole entertainment division.
We do.
Which is great because it's giving homage to something that's fun. Like going to the movies is fun. It's a great downtime where you can be, and entertainment is a great way to be social,
Right.
still communicate, still be with community. And we're all very driven, but I also know as super boomers, we know that it's important to have fun. And back to Kat's share earlier.
Right. So
she brought the wine up again.
I know, I can't help it. But one of the things that we talked about,
other products, we swear.
I know. But one of the things that we are so adamant about, and we feel so strongly about, is that the Super Boomer Lifestyle is a community. It's a tribe. And it's not just a store that has products in it. It is a group of people, men and women. You don't have to be just a woman, because I'm going to actually talk about a guy that's a super boomer in just a second. You don't have, oh my goodness. So your dog was barking. My dog was barking too. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. I totally lost it's about a community and a tribe. So if you go over to the Super Boomer, to the lifestyle page of the Little White Lie Digital Network. You can actually go there, and we're going to be giving away some swag in a little bit. So I'm going to bring you over there. But that's our community. That's where our community lives. So you can ask questions. You can get your questions answered. You can meet other people that are in your line of work, or maybe not in your line of work. Maybe they're in something that you can collaborate with them. And this is part of what the Super Boomer Lifestyle is all about. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring in, I'm going to talk a little bit about John Tarnoff. So John Tarnoff is an amazing, I'm going to just put his card up here for a second. He is a super boomer, he is extraordinaire. He works with Ariana Huffington's company, with Thrive. He was going to be on the show today. He wanted to be. He's doing an all-day event with them. And so he said, you know what? I'm going to record a video for you. And I'm going to record a video telling you about what I feel Super Boomer is all about. And I'm going to post that video, guys, in the comments after the show. But I didn't want to not talk about him and talk about who he is. This guy is awesome. He wrote the book called Boomer Reinvention. And it's all about what your next is that you don't have to retire.
It's such a good book. Buy this book. It's such a good book.
He's awesome.
He's terrific. He's a terrific author. He's a terrific interviewer. I mean, he's just a great guy.
Yeah, and he talks about transitioning into, meaningful careers beyond the traditional retirement, avenue to do that. So he's awesome. His book is in the store. Check him out, and then go make sure you check in the comments down below. His video will be there. He did a little shout out to everyone. So I really want to thank him for doing that. That was very, very kind. So let's talk about this. Oh my God, this is one of my.
I want to talk about why we're so passionate about this particular product, right? Yes. So we are all getting phones that are oversized now, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, it was starting to it hurts my hand after a while because we're holding it and it's not good for us. So highly recommend everyone getting one of these watches, because therefore you're not holding onto your phone.
Right.
And you have more freedom. And it's great. You get your emails, you can text, you can check Facebook. It is such an incredible product. I cannot say enough about this thing. It's great.
And it's pink.
Well, it's pink, and if you change arms, you're like getting a little bit of arm exercise, right?
It's so true.
And we talked about
you're getting carpal tunnel, right? Yeah. Because you're constantly doing. But with this, you just lift your arm up.
And you can be like, get smart, and you can, talking to your phone.
It's such a terrific piece of technology out there.
Very nice.
And one more thing I do want to say too, Caren, is that the marketing that we put together, every person in the marketing is a real super boomer.
Yes.
They're not models. It's not stock footage. We've put our community into our marketing so that we could spotlight them and highlight them out there in the market.
Well, there's some beautiful looking people. You sure couldn't tell, right? They are.
You're one of them, so yes, there is.
They are, and again, we've been scrolling through the images. I'll make sure we posted some of the images in the event page, so you can go take a look there. You know, Joey, you've been talking about tennis, and this is actually something that doesn't have wine associated with it, but it is a tennis backpack. How cool is this tennis backpack? It almost makes me want to go out and play tennis. Not, but maybe.
Right. I'll play for you, don't worry.
You'll play for me. Awesome. And this, of course, for those of us who travel a lot, or even not, and this is a great way to carry your passport with you, especially with the new laws and regulations that are coming down with the driver license. You have to have certain things, or you can use your passport instead. So we're going to need something like this, and it comes in different colors. And so I think that you might want to check this out. This is kind of cool. It's an all-in-one kind of wallet. So you can not just put your passport in there, you can put other things in there as well. I'm going to go ahead and bring the store back up because we've been teasing you about giveaways and swag. And I kind of now want to show you, I'm going to solo this. I want to show you where to go. So when you go to the superboomerlifestyle.com, we have some giveaways, right, Joey? What are we giving away?
Yeah, so we are giving away Super Boomer t-shirts.
2. We're going to give 2 away.
Yeah, we're going to give 2 of them away. They're super cute. Caren and I have ours. And then we're also down the road, we're going to be offering more Super Boomer t-shirts, right?
Yeah, all sorts of swag, different, we'll do some jewelry. We can have different things. We will have different colors, sizing, sayings, all sorts of branded items. So how are you going to find out about all of these things? How are you going to find about the current trends? How are you going to find out about discounts and more? And how are you going to pick up our very special ebook that we're giving to everybody free off of this show? Well, you're going to go to the bottom of the site. You're going to put your email in here and you're going to subscribe. And when you do that, you will be added to our list. We will not spam you. I hate spam. We will not spam you. But what we will do is we will send you the ebook and we will start sending you discounts, things that are going on so that you can actually take advantage of the cool stuff that's sitting in the Super Boomer Lifestyle store. Did I miss anything?
No, but I love this wallet. You know what?
I think I want one.
I want one.
The thing about this is that we are very aware of the Super Boomers lifestyle out there is on the go, right? We also know being organized is how we keep going in forward motion, right?
Yes.
So Caren and I, we talk about being organized on my red carpet show all the time. Because when you're organized and you have clarity, then when opportunities show up, you can just go. Right? That's when you're going to get on planes. That's when you're going to be able to say yes, the power of yes, just like what Kat was saying earlier. The power of yes is around the clarity and being organized, and also around colors and just loving what you're wearing and the quality, how you're feeling in your body. I always feel it has a lot to do, and Susan Jacobs will definitely back us up on this. Another super boomer out there.
Cat's back.
Yeah. Is that so when you're wearing something that you love and it feels good on you, does it not change your whole day?
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Absolutely. It changes your mindset, your spirit, you're feeling good, you're walking through life. Confidence will take you a long way out there. It will.
Ooh, one of my favorite conversations is around confidence and how do we step into that confidence? And I love what you're pointing to. If there's something you love, well, put it on your body. If there's something you love to do, go and do it. The more we honor those urges, the more confident we become.
Absolutely.
And have fun.
And what a beautiful thing to have a place to come where you have a lot of other women and men that are collaborating on what's going in there.
So true.
So that you don't have to go out and search for things. You can just walk right in and find it.
Yeah, time is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And you know what, ladies? I mean, it might be a good idea to ask some of the people watching or that will see the replay on this to give some input on some things that they might like to see in there.
Oh, we love that.
Oh, we would love that, guys. I will please put it in the
Absolutely.
comments.
You know what?
below.
And I love that, as y'all were talking earlier, like a lot of the items you were showcasing were all about summertime and being outdoors. And, you know, it's such a perfect time of year to just get your body outside and moving. And, you know,
Yeah.
whether you're drinking wine or playing tennis,
Or drinking wine and
popping your
playing tennis.
vitamins.
And pick up your favorite book and just enjoy yourself in the sun. It's such a good time right now.
As
Be by
Nike
the pool
says,
side.
as Nike says,
you know, it's
just
funny, so
do
many
it.
times I have conversations with particularly my female clients who they're just needing a little permission to go have fun, to take some time off, to put their feet up, to go do an activity they enjoy. Joey, I just love that you're getting back into tennis if that's something you enjoy. And so I want anybody who's catching this now or replay, give yourself permission to go do that thing that lights you up, that makes you happy, that makes you feel good about yourself. Give yourself permission to go do that. Like right now.
Right now. Well, wait, don't do it right now. Stay on the show. But after the show, we want you to do that. Now, Joey and I have been talking about giveaways. So we have two t-shirts that are actually, I'm going to show you the t-shirt right now. That this is going to go.
So Joey, what got you back into tennis?
I just, you know, I was thinking about things that like made me happy, that put a smile. And I remember growing up, I played tennis my whole life. And I was like, you know, it's time to get back to it. And I just hit the courts and I got away from, am I still going to be good enough? Am I still going to be able to keep up out there? And I was just like, listen, it's like a bike, get back out there. But here's the great thing is I bought all of the beautiful tennis racket with the beautiful backpack, like we're showing you, etc. It makes all the difference because you just feel like, all right, I got the confidence. I'm looking the part. Now I can play the part.
So Joey and Kat, can you guys hear me? Are you guys hearing me? Okay.
Yes.
So take a look.
The way to become a runner. Well, go get some running shoes. You know, put them on and start to feel
go do
like
it.
dance around, move around a little bit.
Pam Bird loves our website. She said, awesome website. Thank you, Pam. Awesome. Thank you so much. I want to give some other shout outs to some other super boomers, Bruce Koch and to Robin Lynn, who is an amazing super boomer. This woman, oh my gosh, go check out her Instagram. This woman rocks. She's amazing. So we told you that we're giving away 2 t-shirts. Let me show you. So as you can see, it says #superboomer. So this is what we want you to do because we're going to give 2 away. We want you to go over to the, sorry, I'm caught on my earbuds. We want you to go to the Little White Light Digital Network. I will put the link in the comment. And at the very top, there's a post. It's pinned to the top. And it asks you to do only one thing. And that is in the comments, just put #superboomer. And you will be entered into this, I don't, it's not a contest, but you'll be entered into this.
The drawing.
Yes. And we will pick 2. And you've got 24 hours until tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time or 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. And then we will pick 2. And then we will do a shout out to you. And we will send you the right size t-shirt with Super Boomer, #Superboomer on the front. How cool is that? We're going to have so much fun with that.
It's going to be fun.
All right. So we have had this has been a lot of fun, and I'm sure that our viewers want to know how to continue the conversation with everyone who's here. So Joey, we're going to put your website up here. You can check out Joey at 113 Branding. That's her website. You can also go to Facebook and just put the Hollywood Spotlight series in the search, and her page will come up. Go check it out. And also, if you want to check her out on Twitter, and I believe this is also your Instagram as well, right, Joey? They at Joey Garrity. We're also original, right? We have our names as our handles.
And I would encourage everyone to use their names.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is another tip. I'm just going to throw this out. If you don't own your own name domain, right now, as soon as this show is over, go over to whatever place you go to, GoDaddy or whomever, get your name and own it, because when you become famous and when you become well-known, people go out there and actually will go get your domain instead of yourself. You can actually lose your name. So go out and do that. Kathy, people can reach you on Facebook at Kathy Stover Connects. They can reach you as well at on Twitter and Instagram at Kathy Stover. And do you have a website? I don't have a website sitting here. Do you have a website?
Well, I do. It's kind of scary, but yeah, it's Kathy at Kathy Stover. Or no, my email is Kathy at KathyStover.com.
So
or
KathyStover.com.
KathyStover.com.
Okay, so
Yeah.
KathyStover.com. And if you want to connect with Kat, I know you do. You want to check out her Facebook page, Kat Williford, and you want to go to follow her on Twitter at Kat Williford. And then finally, I mentioned that she has a gift, and she's going to be giving away free to anyone that goes to this link. And I'll put that link. Boy, I'm going to be putting a lot of links in those comments.
Yes,
Go check
you
it
are.
out. Go check it out and make sure that you go and get that free gift, because it is an amazing, amazing gift. And then finally, John Tarnoff, who was so gracious enough to be involved, even though he wasn't involved, his Facebook is John Tarnoff Coach, or you can go to his website, johntarnoff.com. And finally, you can see him on Twitter and Instagram at John Tarnoff. All right. Whoa, I'm exhausted.
Woo. That was
I
a
am
lot,
exhausted.
Burley.
That was a lot of stuff. Guys, I want to thank you for being on the show today. This is so exciting. I want to thank you just taking time. I know that everyone's busy. I know, Kathy, you're taking your mom out to dinner. Joey, I know that your boyfriend probably is wondering, where the heck are you? You're never there. Go see your boyfriend. Kat, keep doing the great work that you do. You are amazing. You are amazing. And I do hope that everyone takes advantage of your gift to them. Check it out. And finally, we want to thank everyone for taking the time to be on the show and to watch the show. We know that you have a choice as to how to share your time. And guess what? You chose to spend it with us today. And so that's my Super Boomer moment. Every week I do a Super Boomer moment. I just want to tell you how delighted I am that we can all, as women, get on a show like this and talk with each other, build each other up, elevate each other, give shout outs to each other and anyone else that's in our network, and not buy into what we see out there that women can't seem to get along. It's not true. Women can get along. We showed it right here. That's a Super Boomer moment. I want to thank everyone for being on the show. We will see you all next week on the next episode of the Super Boomer Lifestyle Show. Bye-bye, everyone.